Hi, I'm Troy. I'm running a demonstration video for Skoop. Skoop does video, it does content creation, and it has a robust CRM. So it's really a video sales and relationship tool with a very intelligent CRM. Today, we're going to talk about how to connect it to Gmail. You can also connect it to Microsoft and SMTP and add multiple accounts. But we'll just go ahead through here, go to the marketing section when you log in. And in the settings, there is an email option. And you can go ahead and connect to email address. We'll go ahead and select Gmail and a Gmail account just for a quick example. And then you can simply select the Gmail that you want. And then once you select that, there will be permissions and different items that you can choose from. So you want to continue page to where you're going and then go through the permissions. And it's actually showing you where it's having access to. So you have to give it permissions in order to allow it to send email. And again, you can hook up additional email accounts for volume. Now, we're showing this photo. It's actually pulling it from Gmail. So it's a visual of the component. And it conveys that it was already connected. And of course, if you want to disconnect it, you can delete that account. Now, if you go to campaigns, you can create a new campaign. And of course, you want to create a name for that campaign. And here we're putting test email. And now you selected the email, and we have a very powerful visual tree structure where you can drop the information in on step by step, and each step has different variables that you can pull or different actions that you can use. Now here I'm saving the sender's name, the subject, and below that is content. So Skoop is already integrated within here. So the video portion, the unique thing is that you can send video. You tend not to want to send links or video the first time, and you want it in order to warm things up to make sure it gets through. Usually they associate those things a little bit later, maybe add a second email. Another thing too is you can personalize the content. Skoop can go ahead and redraft messages as needed, but you have a basic content editor inside of there. Now within Skoop, you can go to next, for example. You can add your your contacts, and usually you pull the contacts from a CSV file that's been uploaded, or you pulled it from LinkedIn. There's a direct connection from LinkedIn to the system. You can move contacts in bulk based on tags, you name it. And so now what we're doing here is we're adding an individual contact. We can send the email now. We can schedule it for later. You can have different dates, different working hours, and you can decide when the campaign needs to start as far as the normal working hours of that day. Now, I'll go ahead and just send it immediately. And it says campaign launched successfully. The email is sent. Now, we also have tracking details where you can see what's been sent, what's been opened, a lot of information, what's been clicked on, what's been replied. It's pretty clear on a lot of those things on that particular email sequence. Also, you check for inbound as well as bounce being detected and that sort of thing. And so those are all the basic tools that you tend to want on a CRM. And right now we're working on the email portion, and the email portion is almost functional. And later on we'll have different portions for sending iPhone text, WhatsApp campaigns, and then we may integrate into LinkedIn type of campaign functionality through another system. We won't do any LinkedIn automation through Skoop, but we'll plug into an existing system and it will work seamlessly. Now you can see from the email it was sent, and that was actually from the email system that was sent off. So this is showing you that it worked. We actually sent it to an email that we have access to in order for this demo process to show off this demo process. So you can see that it will sync up the metrics pretty darn quickly. And you can, again, connect multiple accounts and move people from one account to another. And that's the power of the CRM. All right, thank you for reviewing, and hope you take a look at Skoop. Skoop does a lot of interesting things, but it's all around generating vetted book meetings and business. And so it has an awesome video tool as well as content creation and CRM. So it's basically a business system. All right, thank you very much.